This basket of food cost me nothing this season, or last season, or for the last 6 years. I planted these crops once, and I haven't bought a single one of them since. No seeds to rebuy, no replanting, no empty soil staring back at me in spring. While most gardeners start from zero every single year, this garden plants itself. Today, I'll show you the 7 crops that turn one afternoon of work into 30 years of free food. There's a secret hiding in plain sight in the gardening world. Almost everyone grows annuals. Tomatoes, lettuce, beans, crops you plant, harvest, and lose every winter. But a small group of plants does something different. Some are perennials. They go dormant, then come roaring back, bigger every spring. Others are self-seeders. They drop their own seed in autumn, and a brand new generation rises on its own, with no help from you. Put the right ones together, and you build a garden that feeds you on autopilot for decades. Let's count them down. Number 7 might already be growing in your yard. Number 7, arugula. Most people pull it the moment it bolts. That's the mistake. Let one plant send up those tall white flowers, and it scatters hundreds of peppery seeds across your bed. By autumn, tiny rosettes appear on their own. By spring, you have a self-renewing salad patch you never sowed again. One arugula plant, allowed to go to seed just once, can carry fresh salad through years of seasons. Number 6, rhubarb. Plant a single crown in rich soil and then simply walk away. It will outlive your fence. A healthy rhubarb plant pushes up thick, ruby stalks every spring for 15, even 20 years. It actually resents being moved or divided too often. The less you bother it, the better it performs. Stewed, baked, or frozen, one established crown gives you armfuls of harvest before most gardeners have even finished sowing their seeds. Number 5, the walking onion. This might be the strangest plant you'll ever own, and one of the most useful. Instead of flowers, it grows clusters of tiny bulbs at the very top of each stalk. They grow heavy, bend to the ground, root themselves, and walk across your bed. Planting next year's onions for you. You get green tops all season and small bulbs to harvest. If you're already imagining never buying produce again, keep watching, because the next 4 are the ones that truly replace your grocery run. Number 4, Jerusalem Artichokes, also called Sunchokes. Fair warning, these are almost impossible to kill. Plant a few knobby tubers, and they shoot up into tall sunflower-like stalks that tower over the garden. Underground, they multiply into a buried pantry of crisp, nutty tubers. Miss a few at harvest, and you will. And they simply grow again next year. It's a filling, starchy crop that stores itself in the soil until you're ready to eat. Number 3, Perennial Kale. Most kale dies after a single season. This kind never does. Varieties like Daubenton's never flower and never quit. They grow into a small woody shrub that gives you tender leaves nearly all year for 5 years or more. And here's the magic. Snap off a side shoot, push it into the soil, and it roots into a brand new plant for free. One kale plant becomes a whole hedge of greens. From that point on, you stop buying leafy vegetables entirely. Number 2 isn't a single plant, it's a habit, the volunteers. Let one squash rot into the compost, leave a few tomatoes on the vine, miss a potato in the ground. Next spring, they rise on their own, stronger, perfectly timed by nature, with zero work from you. The best gardeners stop fighting these accidents and start designing around them. A corner left a little wild becomes a free, self-planting harvest every year. And number 1, the crop that defines this entire idea, asparagus. This is the 30-year plant. Establish a bed of crowns, stay patient for 2 springs, and then it pays you back for a generation. Every spring, without you lifting a finger, dozens of tender green spears push up through the soil. A vegetable that costs a small fortune in the store, growing itself in your backyard for 3 decades straight. Plant asparagus the year a child is born, and it will still be feeding them when they leave home. Now picture all 7 together. Asparagus and rhubarb anchor the spring. Walking onions and perennial kale carry your greens through every month. Sunchokes fill the soil with calories. Arugula and the volunteers quietly fill every gap on their own. You're not really gardening anymore. You're harvesting from a living system you set up once. The work is front-loaded into a single season. The food arrives for 30 years. That's the difference between a garden that depends on you and a garden that takes care of you. If you want the exact planting map for this self-seeding garden, I'm putting it together in the next video. So subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss it. And tell me in the comments, which of these 7 are you planting first? I'm betting on number 1.